I've reviewed over 50 pairs of golf shoes over the last 5 years, and there are some that just kind of stand out. They stand out for their pillow-like fluffiness, where you just feel like you're walking on air wherever you go. And those are specifically the shoes we are going to talk about today. Today I'm going to share with you what I think are the 5 most comfortable pairs of golf shoes on the market. Does that mean they are the best golf shoes on the market? No, not necessarily, and I'm going to give you some caveats for each of these, but if you just want to know which ones are like wearing little pillows on your feet whenever you walk around the course, keep watching. Today's video is for you. All right, first up, I'm going to share with you 2 honorable mentions because honestly getting this down to 5 was a little tricky. First honorable mention, the Painter X005F. And I think this is going to be the best shoe for people with wider feet. A lot of golf brands, they don't give you the option of having a wide model, but Painter, surprisingly, considering they're one of the smaller brands out there, they do, with most of their shoes, offer a wide model. For me personally, when I'm looking to grab a pair of Painter golf shoes, I will usually grab the 87 SCs, mostly because I like the way they look more. But when it comes to comfort, these are my pick. And any of the like 003, 004, 005, they're all pretty similar, but I like the fact they have a really soft tongue right here. And I also really like the design of the heel, which I've found helps minimize blistering and makes it easier to get on and off. So if you're looking for a comfortable pair of wider shoes, you might want to go give Painter a look. Also, if you do decide to buy any Painter shoes, you can use the coupon code BREAKING80, which is going to save you 10%. Next up is the Nike Infinity Tour Next Percent 2s. I just recently did a video about this, about how I discovered these shoes, and they've honestly blown me away. When it comes to an all-around golf shoe, that shoe is one of the best shoes on the market. Super comfortable, super stable, in lots of different colorways depending on what you are into. So that just barely missed out on the top 5. It is a tour level shoe, so you're sacrificing just a little bit of comfort for that added stability. But even despite that, they are one of the most comfortable pairs of spiked golf shoes I have ever worn, and they have been a regular in my golf rotation this summer. Okay, number 5 on our list, and we're gonna call this the best golf shoe for people that don't really want a golf shoe. And that is this. These are the Allbirds Golf Dasher. And basically they look just like a regular pair of Allbirds. So some people are going to love this style, some people not so much, but there is no denying that these things are super comfortable. When you're walking the course in them, it feels like you are walking around in just a regular pair of Allbirds or a regular pair of comfortable walking shoes. The downside to that is stability. These are not the most stable golf shoes, although the sole is surprisingly robust. Well, these aren't usually a pair that I personally turn to just because I don't know about the Allbirds styling on the golf course. This list isn't about which ones I think look the best. This is about which ones are the most comfortable, and there's no denying these are some of the most comfortable golf shoes on the market. Okay, one quick thing I do want to say about this video is I've got 7 shoes here. They are all from different brands. There are certain brands where I could definitely choose like 3 or 4 shoes that would be among the most comfortable, but I wanted to mix it up. I wanted to provide a variety of different options. So for each brand, I'm only including 1 shoe in this list. All right, and while I'm interrupting the flow of this video, I feel like I should throw this in there real quick. If you decide to buy any of the shoes, if you click any of these links below or use any of the coupon codes I mentioned, I will get a commission. I honestly do not care whether or not you buy any of these or not. If you think that makes me biased, go do your own research, go somewhere else. I'm just trying to give you my honest opinion based on my experience to help you find the right products for your needs. So if you did find this video and you do decide to buy one of these shoes or buy something from one of these brands, clicking the link allows me to do more videos like this. But if you don't want to do that, totally understand, and no hard feelings. But with that, let's jump back into the video. All right, at number 4, we're going to talk about what I think is the most comfortable spiked tour level shoe, and that is this. This is the FootJoy HyperFlex 2025. These were sent to me out of the blue, was not expecting them, and so I decided, well, yeah, of course, without wearing them, I'm just gonna take them to Vietnam of all places. Wore them in my first round playing in Vietnam, and I gotta say, I was blown away. I personally have not always been a huge fan of FootJoy shoes for a variety of reasons, but these are my favorite FootJoys ever. I really like the high heel and the way it kind of hugs the back of your ankle. I was also pleasantly surprised that I've experienced no blistering or rubbing the wrong way with that. They're waterproof shoes, but they don't necessarily look waterproof, and traction is great. So when it comes to a spiked tour level shoe, I'm giving these the nod. Personally, I prefer the way the aforementioned Nikes look more, so I've been wearing those more personally, but I think I give these the nod in terms of comfort. The other spiked tour level shoe I would consider if you want the utmost in comfort is the G4 MG4 Plus O2 G-Lock. That's a name. I did not make that my pick here because you may see that brand later on, but those are the 3 spiked shoes that I've just found to be phenomenally comfortable. All right, at number 3, we have the most comfortable all-day golf shoe, and that goes to the True Linkswear Knit line. So these specifically are the Knit 4s. These are the newest ones, and they're the ones that I have worn the least. The Knit 2s and the Knit 3s, I have worn both of those shoes all over the place, all the time. I think they're the ultimate vacation shoe. If you're gonna go on vacation and you're gonna play like one round and you don't wanna bring like a giant dedicated pair of golf shoes, these are great. Not only do they look good, they're good enough on the golf course, like definitely not the most stable, definitely not the most like traction oriented, but you can swing a golf club and they are super comfortable. You can also wear them all over the place. So as an example, just yesterday, I got back from San Diego where I was down at an event with Full Swing. I then went from San Diego to Vegas to celebrate my wife's 40th birthday. What shoes did I bring? Actually, not these. I brought the Knit 2s. Personally, the all-day Knit 2s, the older model, this is like 5, 6, 7 years old. Those are my favorite. I think they're the most comfortable. They're a little bit less stable than the newer models, but I like the way they look. I like how light they are. I like how comfortable they are. And I wore them all over the place. So I had one afternoon golf event where I wore them, and I wore them just as walking shoes all over the place. So if you're looking for a comfortable shoe that you can play some like non-competitive cart golf in and then wear around town doing whatever you want to do, I think the all-day Knit series from True Linkswear is one of the best you can get. You can also use the coupon code listed below, which is going to save you 15%. And True often has some pretty killer deals that usually this code will work on top of. So you can often find the Knit series for well under $100. And at that point, I think it's just a shoe everybody should have in their arsenal. All right, at number 2, you could give this the award for best insole. You could give it the award for most fashionable golf shoe. But what I'm going to say is that this is just my current favorite golf shoe. This is the shoe that I have been wearing the most lately. And honestly, I love it. And that is this. This is the G4 G112. And these shoes have been out for a few years, but for whatever reason, it's taken me years to actually get a pair. And I'm really disappointed that I waited because I love these shoes. First off, every pair of G4 shoes has this nubbed insole that feels like your feet are just getting a massage every time you take a step. It might feel weird at first, but after a hole or two, you're gonna be like, oh God, yeah, this is amazing. Why can't all my shoes have this? And that's one of the biggest reasons why G4 is one of my favorite golf brands right now. The build quality on these and really all G4 shoes are excellent. Just lots of different materials, lots of different textures, which make them kind of unique compared to a lot of other golf brands. I personally love the way these look. It's kind of like a modern take on a classic silhouette. You get the kind of spiky sole, which rises up to the back over here on the side, and then this one big nice pop of color that I just think looks really clean and really modern and really good. And if I'm being honest, you could honestly put any pair of G4 shoes on this list. They are all so comfortable. I know styling won't be for everybody, but if you do like the styling of them, then I cannot recommend them highly enough. Also, there's a coupon code below that's going to save you 10%. And keep an eye out every quarter or so for sales. These are $250 retail, but they were just on sale for like $100. So you can definitely find some deals on their website if you just keep an eye out. And finally, we have what I think is the most comfortable golf shoe ever made. This has been at the top of my list of most comfortable golf shoes for like 4 or 5 years now. Like, new shoes keep coming out, yet no one can quite top this shoe. And that says something considering they've been selling this same shoe for so long. And that is this. This is the EcoBiome C4. You can see how dirty my version of it is. I've played over 100 rounds in this golf shoe, and they are wonderful. Seriously, the quality of materials Echo puts into their golf shoes is unreal. With these shoes in particular, they use the softest leather I've ever seen on a golf shoe. And walking around in them just feels like you're not wearing anything at all. It feels like there's like little pillows strapped to your feet, and you're walking down the golf course while you might be sweaty, while you might be tired, your feet are going to be loving life. That's honestly how I feel about these. Looks-wise, they're a little polarizing. That's kind of the case with all Echo golf shoes. I don't know that they're my absolute favorite when it comes to styling, but I don't hate the styling, and I love the way they feel. These are not cheap shoes. I think retail, they're up to like $279 now. You can often find them on sale, especially if you look on like Amazon or Golf Galaxy or places like that. But honestly, if you're looking for one pair of spikeless golf shoes, they're going to be among the most stable, long-lasting spikeless golf shoes you can wear. They're also the single most comfortable pair of golf shoes I've ever owned. Look no further than these. They are excellent. And I think I need to get a new pair because, well, these ones are trashed. And with that, my name's Sean Ogle. I'm the founder of this thing here at Breaking 80. We talk about cool golf products. Like, who doesn't like cool golf products? If you're into that, maybe consider subscribe. Drop a comment. Let me know what your favorite pair of golf shoes are. Keep in mind that even though I have reviewed over 50 pairs of shoes, I'm still just one dude. I might have missed the pair that you think are the most comfortable, or you might have had a bad experience with one of these. If that's the case, do please share. I would like to make this and all of my videos a resource for people that are trying to find the right products for them, and your feedback and your comments help with that as much as my opinions on things. If you're still not sure if one of these pairs is right for you, go take our 30-second quiz. You're gonna answer a few questions around what you are looking for, and I'm gonna give you my best recommendation on the golf shoes that I think are going to be the best fit for your needs. That is linked below, and with that, I hope you have an excellent day. If you wanna know what to watch next, you can watch this video where I cover my all-time top 10 favorite golf shoes. And spoiler alert, number one in that video is actually now maybe tied with these. I hadn't used these yet when I made that video, so keep that in mind. But with that, I hope you have an excellent day, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.